So Lola Hill, I want to welcome you today. We're going to talk a little bit about diesel mechanics, and it's called diesel powered equipment technology. That's the formal name of your program right now. So the first thing I want to ask you is just tell me a little bit about where you're from, your background, where you grew up, where you went to school.
I was raised here. I went to Scott High School. I graduated from Scott High School, and then I went back to school and got my associates in business management when I was 34. My mom, I talked her into going back to college, and she graduated with me. So, and she was 60 at the time.
Okay.
And I was raised over on Dittany Trail. I've lived here all my life.
Okay. Where did you get that associates?
Rome State Community College.
Okay, and you worked in that field for a while?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I worked at Walmart as a manager over the cashiers.
Okay.
But there's not a lot to, I'm an outside person.
Okay.
So it wasn't satisfying. It wasn't a satisfying job for me.
So were you there for quite a number of years?
Yeah, I was there for several years.
Okay. Did you go straight from there to here, or was there something else in
No, I
between?
had cancer.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with 4-stage advanced colon cancer.
Okay.
And
what year did that happen?
2013.
2013.
So I just became cancer-free in 2020.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to my 6th year.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So, and you decided with that change of life, and you changed directions?
Well, I moved back home onto the family farm. My mom and dad are still alive. I'm blessed to have them. And we live on probably around a 33-acre farm over on Dittany Trail. We have cattle. And my dad, he'll be 81 in July. My mom she'll be 80 in November. So they're getting up there in years. And my dad's not able to take care of the farm no more, so someone has to take over.
Okay.
And I got tired of asking my friends, would you please come help me fix this tractor and their diesel? So I decided I'm tired of waiting on somebody to come help me. I'm going to be able to do it myself.
And so how did you decide to come here? Did someone tell you about the program, or did you read about it?
I read about it.
Okay.
I started looking into it to see what I wanted, because I didn't know exactly what was required. And, if you had to have any prior diesel mechanic experience, because I didn't.
Right.
I can get around a gasoline engine okay, but that's because my dad taught me. Okay. But in the diesels, I was blind in the dark.
Okay. So you had a good background knowledge of it, but you decided to come here. And tell me about enrolling here and what it was like to fill out the application, the people you worked with in student services, financial aid, and those things.
Everybody was wonderful. They will work with you. They will help you any way they can. And I was fortunate enough that I got into the program. I was on a waiting list, so I didn't get right in. That's the reason. I didn't start till October 22nd, which was midterm.
Okay.
And the reason was because there was a waiting list.
Very popular program.
Yes, and I can understand why.
Right.
We have state-of-the-art equipment. I mean, there shouldn't be any problem with being able to work any of the equipment, use any of the equipment out there today, in today's world, because it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more technical with the machines we use and stuff, so it's pretty interesting.
And so we are sitting in a brand new shop that you all haven't been able to come and use day to day yet, but it's coming soon.
March the 9th.
I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited. Yes.
And so you told me before we started talking, you said that that you were afraid you might be the only female in the program, and that fear came true, didn't it?
It did.
But does it bother you to be the only female in diesel power?
No, it doesn't, and it's because of the teacher and the students there that I go to class with every day. They welcome me, and I didn't know how they were going to act to me. A bunch of guys here, like a garage, and you got a female coming in, and I was worried that they wouldn't accept me because I was a female, but they just took me right in.
And so, and you've been in there for several months now, and so what would you say to a female that may be a little bit intimidated by the thought of coming into a program that is mostly male dominated or has a lot of males enrolled in it?
I would say if that's what your goal is, if that's what you want to do, go for it. Because if you don't, you're never going to know.
Yeah.
You're never going to know if you could have made it or what that class would have been like. It might surprise you. Try it. I'd like to see a lot more females in these male-oriented jobs.
Right. And so now, when you graduate, you're looking more to work on your own equipment? where you are, or would you also work in the workforce?
I am wanting to open a tractor repair shop.
Okay.
Because we had, about the only person that worked on tractors around here was Marvin Hewitt, and he's passed away. So there's really nobody around here that works on tractors at all.
So you see a market there.
I see a good market there. A good market, because they're not going to quit farming.
So, and do you see any folks in your class that you think, well, I might just steal them when they graduate and they'll come
Yeah,
work
I've been
with me?
talking to a couple of them, actually.
So it's a good place to do that too, as well?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions not related to diesel as well, just to cover all the bases. So you gave us a little bit of your background, but what do you do? What does Lola do if you got some extra time and you just want to enjoy yourself? What's the thing that you do that you most enjoy?
Spending time with my grandkids,
Okay.
which I have a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old that I'm raising.
Okay.
So that's my niece and nephew, with Mom and Dad's help.
Okay.
Because it's hard going to school.
Right.
And trying to raise 2 kids, especially in today's times. But you know what? If you've got a good support system at home, and believe it or not, you guys are really a great support system here. Anything we need, just you name it off the top of your head, just any little thing, they try to accommodate you. Because I guess they know we're adults trying to make it in this world.
Right.
And it's hard to go back to school.
Absolutely. It's just a fear of the unknown and something new.
Yeah, and this is my second go around, so you think I must like it here.
So has there been anything that has been really tough? What's the toughest thing you've dealt with in coming back to school?
The testing.
Okay.
I thought I'd got over that.
Yeah?
Test anxiety, but apparently it stays with you.
Is that with a written test or hands-on or both?
Hands-on I do okay because I kind of lose myself in what I'm doing, but now when it comes to the written thing, I overthink everything.
Okay.
So that kind of deters me there, but I keep plugging along.
Yeah.
That's all you can
not
do.
letting it
Nope.
put a stop to things.
No, you can't.
What's been the thing that has surprised you that that has been easier than you thought it was going to be, other than some of the things we talked about? Is there anything that you've just been really
The
surprised
transition. I was really surprised at how easy I transitioned into the class. It really was, because you would think that there wouldn't be much. You'd think there'd be some friction there.
Right.
But none whatsoever. And anything I asked, any of them, even my classmates, if they know it, they're more than happy to help me with it.
Some people might think, how in the world does that work? If you start in October and you're in there with people who started in September and last January and things like that, how does that work? That everybody working at different paces and different levels?
It actually works out better than what you'd think. You'd think some of us would get left behind, but we don't, because everybody is so helpful with each other. And there's stuff that I've come in there, I'm a Google person. I have to Google it 3 times before I decide to try it.
Okay.
And you know, that everything like that, it's just hard to go in there when they've got their set ways. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, there's ways that they do things that I don't know how to do that stuff.
Right.
So it makes for an interesting day sometimes.
So talk a little bit about your instructors, Gabe Kennedy. So when you first went there, what's Gabe's teaching style, or how do things work day to day in there? Does Gabe wait for you to come with questions, or does he lecture? What's the normal typical day in diesel like?
If it's something new, for any of us, whether it was me or one of the students that's been here longer, Gabe, he doesn't mind any question. He has patience. He has to have, because some questions I have to. It may be because I'm older, going back to school, but sometimes I have a hard time comprehending, and I have to keep asking him questions. I have to get my nose right up there in it too. So I have to be up there. Hands-on is my best learning.
Okay.
So better than bookwork, because if I can see it, I can understand it better.
Okay. And you not just have other adults in the program, but you also have dual enrollment students. They come from Scott Hire, Oneida, and they come in, and they don't spend the entire day usually, but they're there for an amount of time. What's that like, being around the high school students?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. It's hilarious sometimes. I mean, because you know they're just kids.
So, and you told me earlier that Gabe says kind of they follow along behind you. How'd you describe that?
I'm like a mother duck with her little ducklings following along behind her. Because we'll be sitting in there, you know, Gabe will tell us what we're going to be doing for the day, you know, letting us kind of give us an outline of what all we're going to be doing. And I'm jumping up. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to ask you, so you've dealt with challenges. You talked about dealing with cancer. You've dealt with job changes and these things. Sometimes people let that get them down, or it's a stopping point. Why do you think you were able to overcome that?
Because you have to look at it as a starting point, a new starting point. Okay, that road didn't work. That road dead-ended on me, so I'm going to have to go a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to keep an open mind, I think, to be able to make it, to be able to survive in this world, because things are changing so fast sometimes, especially with our technology and stuff. So, and my son, I've got a 27-year-old son that drives, he's got his CDLs, so he was an owner-operator.
Okay.
So, and he was telling me some of the stuff about that, that I didn't understand before, but now he can talk to me about it and I understand.
Okay. All right.
So Gabe's real good about explaining stuff. He will break it down for you.
Okay. So I think there's a lot of people. So I taught school. I told you that earlier.
Yeah.
I taught elementary school. I taught middle school. So when I graduated high school, I went to university and I did those things. I didn't really even know what existed in these buildings when I graduated. And so once I started at the middle school level, they brought us up to give us tours of both the Oneida campus and the Huntsville campus.
Right.
I think a lot of people don't even realize the vast number of things that are available to them here at these schools.
My niece that I'm raising, she went to their summer camp. They've got a week-long program that the middle school kids are able to attend.
Yep.
It's like a week during the summer. And she fought me on this the whole way. But man, she had such a good time. They're awesome. She really enjoyed it. She just couldn't quit talking about it.
What are some of the things she really enjoyed about that summer camp?
She's squeamish. She's a girl. She's real squeamish about blood and stuff. But she thought that was so neat when they took her to nursing, or I guess it would be allied health, or
Yeah, both probably.
yeah, probably, because she got to visit this campus too.
Okay.
She was mainly down there at Huntsville, and she went through. It wasn't just one specific thing. They have like a block of them,
Yep.
and the week before was like the technology classes, I guess, that they took them to, and then they did the health field and the cosmetology and stuff like that. She got to get her hair straightened, and she was just all talking, and she wants to do it again next year. And I think it's great, because the only reason I knew about this is because my dad and my mom both attended here years ago. My dad attended the building trades,
Okay.
and he went through that program, and my mom, she went through the electrical program. I guess it was, I'm not for sure exactly. Maybe it was just a couple of classes on it.
So when you went to Rome State later after high school, why do you think you didn't come here out of high school? Did you know of everything that was offered here? Or?
No, I didn't know of everything. I knew my parents had went through it, and I knew it was it's a good continuing education for an adult that wants to change jobs, and it's also a good place for high school students, I think, to learn whether or not they want to go into that field. It gives them a little taste of it. That way they can say, well, maybe that's not for me.
Yeah. So I think you're right. What you just said, when a job comes to an end, that can be devastating. I've had that happen to myself, and you just wonder what's next. But we have a lot of things that we offer here. I think one of the greatest things that we offer at the TCATS is short turnaround. It's not a long program.
No, it's not long, and you're not so in debt when you get out of it.
That's right.
That you're trying to swim your way to the top again.
Yeah.
And that means a lot, especially if you've got a family and stuff, which a lot of these people do have a family that are going here. And we've got so much great programs now. We've got the earth moving equipment. I'm about to talk to one of my girlfriends into doing it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She's talking about coming up here and taking it for 6 months. I'm like, yeah.
Yep. So that's a 6-month program.
Yeah, 6 months. It's not very long. The lineman program's only 6 months too, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. And see that there's such an opportunity for especially our young people, and even older people that have lost their job or need to go to a different job. If their jobs become obsolete where they worked at. Because technology does that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Is there anything we haven't covered that you think people just don't know or don't understand about the TCAT and what it offers, or anything that you think I might have left out? Go ahead.
I think that they need to know that it's just like for high school students, we can get the FAFSA,
That's fast.
if I can say it right.
Yeah.
we can apply for that and get that, so that it doesn't, what I'm saying, our books and stuff's covered, our classes is covered, because like I said, when you're an adult and you have children, especially if you have children it's hard to make it, especially if you've lost your job.
Yeah.
So, and this could be a great opportunity. And maybe they don't think they don't have the money to go fill out a FAFSA. And we have people here that help with that.
We do.
So.
Yeah. Nancy Bowles is our financial aid coordinator, and something I've always said about Nancy is if there's a dollar out there that you could get, she will find it.
Yeah. I think just about all of I don't know if the other students that go to the different programs, but I think almost all of ours in the diesel program, we've all got some kind of scholarship or financial aid to help. And it does make a difference. It really does, especially, like I said, if you're trying to raise kids.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the look of things now, you know, with the new campus and new buildings opening up and the excitement there. And
I'm very proud of it. I didn't build it, but I'm very proud of it. I think it's awesome. We've got a lot of new stuff just in the diesel mechanic program. We got a lot of stuff that we didn't have down in the old building. Mm-hmm. We got like our parts washer and stuff. See, that's something we need to learn how to deal with if we're going to work in an environment like this.
Yeah.
We need to know how to properly and safely be around this equipment without getting hurt.
You mentioned safety. How much of a priority is safety in the program?
It's a big priority. We don't want anyone hurt.
Yep.
Gabe's very, well, glasses, right. Yeah, steel toes.
Yeah.
You know, and he'll work with you if you gotta, you know, work, because you can't always come up with the money for stuff like that, you know, if you ain't already got it. Mm-hmm. Of course, I worked on a farm, so I already had my boot.
Okay.
And I'd say all the other teachers I haven't had a lot to do with any of the other teachers. I'm busy in there all the time. And it tickled me to death that we had a tractor right off the bat when I come in.
Yeah.
So we had the John Deere tractor that was in the parade.
Right.
So that was a really, really big pat on the back for the diesel program.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like crazy. Because you think about the rural area we live in, there's a lot of tractors around here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tractors around here. My son was telling me, though, and they're coming in with more of your people that are moving in here. Mm-hmm. They're getting, instead of tractors, they're going to the skid steers and stuff. They're buying them instead of the tractors, but still, you're still in that diesel, and still with the diesel motor. Mm-hmm. And we're learning about those too.
Yeah. So if you could go back to talk to Lola back years ago, is there any advice you would give to yourself? What would you do? What would you say?
Get out there to TCAT and see what they got that you might be interested in. Yeah. Because I could have saved a lot of time. I could have been established right now as a, tractor repair shop.
Right.
Seriously, because you do good work, it gets around, and like I said, there's no other, it's an open field. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah. So when are we expecting to open up the tractor shop? What's your date you're expecting to have operations ready to go? You've been here since October, so mm-hmm. You're about 4 months in. That leaves you with about a year left, right?
Yeah. About 16 months. I think it's a 20-month program, so we got about 16 more months to go.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm hoping to have my business plan laid out and everything by that time, and to incorporate some of the buildings that's on my family's farm.
Okay. So summer of 2027. Mm-hmm. If you got tractor needs, if you got repair needs, yeah. Have you got a name for the shop?
No, not yet. Not yet. We got some really good guys in the diesel program. I mean, they're really talented. Mm-hmm. They really know what they're doing. Have you talked with any of them or seen any of them do it? They're crazy good. And they're so young. They just got endless opportunities, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The opportunities are endless out there.
Yeah.
So, and don't wear good clothes.
Don't wear good clothes.
No, don't wear good clothes.
Good piece of advice.
Yeah, because you need to get in there and get dirty.
Okay.
You got to get in there and find out what's going on with it.
All right. Lola, thank you.
Well, thank you. Much. I appreciate you having me here to talk with me and stuff.
Well, we thank you for trusting us with your education, and I'm glad that it's going so well and that you're pleased.
I am tickled. I look forward to coming to school.
Okay.
That says a lot.
And we'll look forward to your graduation, but also to you coming back and speaking to graduating classes and
I'd love to be able to do that and let them know exactly what the opportunities are and what great, it's just endless. Yeah. It really is here because we've come a long way. We really have in our diesel program, I think. Yeah. And we've got and this is going to be a beautiful campus when they get it finished, I think.
So is there any person that you feel like you should give a shout out to that helped you get to this point that kept you inspired and going and has you sitting here today so excited and happy to be a part of this diesel program?
Gabe's come a long way in that.
Yeah.
My teacher's been awesome. I couldn't ask for better. He makes you want to come to class every day. He makes you want to come to see what you're going to learn the next day.
Okay.
And that says a lot. It really does.
All right, Lola, thank you for visiting with Lola Hill, diesel-powered equipment technology, and it's open for anybody, right?
It is, yes. I'd like to see a lot more females out there in these.
Okay.
I really would.
All right.
I'd like to have some girls come out there and keep me company.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lola.
Thank you.